Namaste, I'm Mike Rosenkrantz, a VSO volunteer, and welcome to another episode of Inspirations. Today we have a really incredible guest. We're interviewing Ambassador Hanan of Israel. Diplomatic relations between Nepal and Israel was established on June 1st, 1960. The State of Israel opened its embassy in Kathmandu in March 1961. Nepal, as you'll find out in our conversation with the ambassador, was the first country in this region to recognize the State of Israel. The Honorary Royal Nepalese Consulate General was opened in Israel in November 1993. We'll be talking to the ambassador. We'll also go to the field to see more about the relationship between Nepal and Israel. And now, an interview with Ambassador Golder. Welcome, Ambassador.
Thank
you. Nice to see you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Can you give us a little bit of background about yourself and how you came to be in Nepal?
I'm working for the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs for the last 20 years. I had a few missions abroad in certain countries, in Europe and in Africa. And at a certain stage, there was a vacant place here in Nepal, and of course I applied because in Israel, Nepal is a very prestigious dream for many Israelis.
And why is that?
It's a good question. I think I understand here after 2 years, because it's a very interesting country in terms of the population, the people, the scenery, the nature, the background, the neighboring countries. So all these things go together, and I think that this is the reason why you have so many Israelis visiting Nepal every year. And this is an amazing phenomena.
I know that I've been to the Chabad house in Tamil. What exactly is the Chabad house there?
Chabad house is the Israeli house in the middle of the Tamil, where Israelis or Jews that want to practice their tradition, they can do it there. But it's not that it is not only an open house. They invite people twice a year, on New Year's Eve and on Passover, which is a Jewish festival, twice a year in September and April. And then you see like butterflies. Israelis come from all over the continent and come here to Nepal and gather sometimes 800, sometimes 1,000 Israelis in one hall to make these celebrations. And by the way, these are the biggest celebrations in the world that are happening here in Nepal. And you ask yourself, why here, why here? And then I'm saying you can also ask why butterflies, they always choose one tree. This is it.
What exactly is the Israeli mission doing in Nepal? What kinds of agreements do you have? What sectors are you working on with the Nepali government?
We established relations as far as 1960. This is already 54 years. And this is an amazing, long relations between the two countries. By the way, in 1960, Nepal was the first one and the only one in this part of the world to establish diplomatic relations with the State of Israel. The first one and the only one for 3 decades. We will never forget our good friends from here that established these relations. All the other countries, which I don't want to mention here, established relations much later. And during these 54 years of bilateral relations, we have a lot of sharing of know-how. We are involved in agriculture, in health, in education, gender issues, support groups, a lot of subjects. So during this time, we are sending Nepalis to Israel on our scholarships, and at the same time we bring experts here. So this is like sharing know-how between the two countries.
And when Nepalis go to Israel, are they studying primarily agriculture, do you know? Or, I mean, what is the range of subjects that they would study and learn about?
They are going mainly to three subjects, which is agriculture, health, and education. But there are other issues like development, like gender issues, like NGOs, like media, different issues. But I can say that these agriculture, health, and education are the main topics. Listen, agriculture in Israel is different. It is different because the challenges are different, the soil is different, the size of the country is different. It's completely different. But you know what? When you talk about humans, we learn from problems. We learn, if you see a problem and you see how your friend, how your relative solved the problem, you understand that you can also solve your own problems. Israel is a small country.
Yes.
A tiny country.
Yes.
Many people do not understand Israel is half the size of Bhutan.
Bhutan, wow, very small.
Very small country. And when Nepali people go to Israel, and what they find there? They find a desert.
Right.
And for them to go and to see how we manage to have agriculture in the desert, for them it is eye-opening because we have big shortage in land and shortage in water. And this is amazing. And they come from Nepal, which is basically an agricultural country. 70% of the population or 75% of the population here are farmers. And they go to Israel and they see that in Israel it is 3%. 3% of the population in Israel are involved in agriculture. And these 3% give food for the 97% and for export. And this is eye-opening for Nepalis, and they see and they learn and they know how we cope with the challenge. And they come back here. And this is the most important thing. Because our programs are, in some countries, this is what you call brain drainage. I don't know how you translate this expression of brain drainage in other languages, but brain drainage is when you take the smart people, you give them a nice scholarship, you send them to your country, and you keep them. This is not bilateral assistance. This doesn't help the country because you take these strong forces and you take them out of the circulation. No, our program is different, and we insist that these people will go and will come back because the idea is that they will contribute to development here. This is the idea.
One of the things that I always heard as growing up as an American Jew was, and I haven't been in Israel yet, unfortunately, but how the Israelis made the desert blossom. So for Nepalese to be able to see this and bring it back, I'm sure really helps in terms of agricultural development here.
And this is amazing because we show them the drip irrigation. The drip irrigation is the pipe, the long pipe that has holes in it. And if you learn physics, you know that if there is a long pipe with holes, here you will have 10 drops, here you will have 8 drops per minute, here you will have 6 drops per minute, here you will have 4 drops per minute, and there, no water at all. Okay, and the idea of drip irrigation is that in each hole, it will give 10 drops of water. And then Nepalis see it and they say, you are Israelis, you have shortage of water, this is why you use it. No, the idea of drip irrigation is to increase the productivity because the farmer, he gives the fertilizer with the water. Do you know how do people give fertilizers in Nepal?
Yeah.
Like this. Yeah. It's a waste.
Right.
In Israel, we give the fertilizer with the water to the plant. And this is why in Nepal, a bush of tomato will give you 3 kg. And in Israel, it will give you 23. The same bush. only because you use these methods. Now you say, oh, this is lovely, this is for Israel. No, it's not only for Israel. It's working here in Kathmandu Valley. These Nepalis went to Israel, saw this project, came back here, gathered, invested, and opened farms here in Kathmandu Valley, and they get 20 kg of tomatoes here in Kathmandu Valley, not on the moon, not in Israel. So everything is possible, and we are very, very proud to be part of it.
मेरो नाम खोजराज कटवाल हो। म यो मह एग्रिकल्चर प्राइभेट लिमिटेडको म्यानेजिङ डाइरेक्टर छु र हामी चाहिँ इजरायलमा जुन कृषिको काम गरेर फर्केर आइसकेपछि हामीले यो फर्म सुरु गरेको हौँ। अब यो फर्म आज सुरु गरेर यहाँसम्म आउनमा हाम्रा आदरणीय इजरायली राजदूत हनान गोदेर उहाँ हामीलाई हरेक महिनामा एकपल्ट यो फर्ममा आएर र विभिन्न किसिमका कृषिका विज्ञहरू नेपाल घुम्न आउँदाखेरि उहाँहरूले चाहिँ हामीलाई सम्पर्क गराइदिएर विभिन्न समयमा उहाँहरूलाई फर्ममा भिजिट गराइदिएर हामीले गरेको काममा कसरी अझ राम्रो गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने कुराहरूमा उहाँहरूले चाहिँ जुन खालको एउटा सहयोगी भूमिका निर्वाह गर्नुभएको छ, त्यो कारणले पनि आज हामीलाई चाहिँ यो कृषि गर्नलाई धेरै उत्साह मिलिरहेको छ। अब हामीले हिजो हलो छोडेर चाहिँ विदेश गएको मान्छे विभिन्न किसिमको ट्र्याक्टरहरू चलाउन सिक्यौँ, फोर्कलिफ्टहरू त्यहाँ चलाउन सिक्यौँ, डोजरहरू चलाउन सिक्यौँ। त्यसपछि ग्रिन हाउसहरूमा कसरी क्लाइमेट कन्ट्रोल गरेर तरकारीहरू जुन सिजनमा सजिलै सामान्य किसानले फलाउन सक्दैन हामीले कसरी फलाउने भने त्यो टेक्निक सिक्यौँ। यो थोपा सिँचाइ प्रविधि तपाईँले देखिराख्नु भएको छ। यसले इरिगेसनमा तपाईँ बिघौँ बिघा जमिनमा तपाईँ बिरुवालाई चाहे जतिको मात्रामा पानी दिन सक्नुहुन्छ, एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ। पानी मात्रै होइन, यसमा तपाईँ फर्टिगेसनहरू दिन सक्नुहुन्छ। त्यो भएको हुनाले एकदमै सजिलो छ खेती गर्नलाई। अब हिजोको जस्तो हाम्रो बाबुबाजेले चाहिँ जुन खालको खेती गर्नुहुन्थ्यो त्यो खेती र हामीले अब सुरु गरेको खेतीमा चाहिँ फरक छ र यो सजिलो तरिकाले सुकिलो मुकिलो भएर पनि खेती गर्न सक्ने भएको हुनाले अबको युवा शक्ति चाहिँ अहिले आकर्षित भएको कारण पनि यही नयाँ नयाँ प्रविधिहरू विभिन्न देशमा गएर फर्केर आउनेहरूले भित्र्याएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि पनि अहिले नयाँ प्रविधि भएको हुनाले युवाहरू चाहिँ लागिराख्नु भएको छ यसमा विशेष गरेर।
The embassy here is really helping to build capacity.
I'll give you another example again.
Yeah.
I'm not a farmer, I'm a diplomat, but I know that agriculture is the beginning of everything. You can't build a society, an economy, a culture without agriculture. Now, we drink milk, and the farmers here have cows, but the mother cow, when she's pregnant, she will give a female or a male. You don't know what will come. This is the secret of creation. But modern agriculture can tell what will be the baby. Listen to what I'm saying. What we are doing in Israel is that we take the father part and the mother part we put them together, we create a little embryo, baby, we put it inside the cow, and we make sure that 100% of the babies are female. Don't ask me how. Now what happens here, 10 cows in Nepal will give 5 boys and 5 girls. The poor farmer is happy with the 5 females. I'm talking about cows, not about us, yes. Yeah. The poor farmer, he has 5 females, which is very happy, and 5 males.
Right, yeah.
What can he do with them?
Right.
We can bring a system that the farmer, if he has 10 cows, he will have 10 female babies. You double the production.
Right.
And this is the idea, and this is the secret, and this is how things are going, and this is what we are trying to promote.
Yeah.
Because, and this what people have to understand, if you don't go forward, you will be left behind.
Right.
If you don't become modern or modernize your system, you are left behind. Your neighbors, the world is open.
And I know the embassy is also involved in some social issues. What kinds of activities do you do, and what do volunteers from Israel do?
People like to go out of Israel and to see different countries, different culture, but also to be part of them. And when you are a tourist, you come, you take photos, and you go away.
Right.
This is one thing. But if you want to learn the country, to learn the culture, to share it, then you have to spend longer time. And this is these projects of people that come here and spend a few months in the country, mainly with communities, and they do development or community work, women supportive groups, agricultural development, youth movements, anti-drug, anti-alcohol activity, all these things that you can do together with the community. And on every volunteer there is a staff, so there is good connections with the Nepali team, and more Israelis are coming here because this is a lovely experience. And you think that they are only giving? No, because every volunteer that comes here takes something back in his heart from Nepal, and this is going very, very well for the last few years, and we are very pleased to, they are doing very, very nice work here.
And what kinds of activities have you personally participated in? Because I know you have.
We do clean up. I think it's a lovely country, but sometimes there are some problems with plastic. Yes. And pollution in some places, and so we encourage a lot to do. We are also involved in children homes to help and to give facilities, and all kind of community projects that we can give ourselves, like taking young children to see around. This is going very, very well. We took them to climb the walls, to see the zoo, to have picnics. Yes, there are a lot of good things, and the interaction is going very, very well. So we're pleased.
But you're here with your family, right?
My family was here. Recently they finished. My girls are at high school, so they went back to complete their studies, and but they were here and they had a lovely time.
But they really enjoyed the
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. What kind of message would you like to leave our viewing audience?
Because Nepal is a small country, and in many aspects it is like Israel. And for small countries, small cultures, small civilizations, we have a challenge. The world is big. We have to keep our identity, our culture, our language, our traditions. And it is not easy. You have to develop it all the time, to nourish it. And there is a big, how should I say, chances that global forces can crash you down. So the question is how to preserve your identity. Again, Israel is a small country, 8 million in the Middle East, with neighboring countries, with challenges. a lot of challenges. You hear it all over in the media. But during these 60 years of bilateral relations, of our own independence, we managed to preserve our culture. This is something, you have a treasure here in this country. I'm not talking only about the Himalayas, the Everest, and the beautiful places in Terai. You have treasure in the culture, in the languages, in the traditions here. Preserve it, keep it, and it's not obvious to be kept.
Yes. Thank you so much, Hanan.
Thank you very much.
Very good to be with you. Thank you.